Hello and welcome back to another Wheels and Journeys YouTube review. I'm your host Prashirwin Naidu, and today you're joined with me inside something quite cool, something quite different. Well, we're in something with some buzz. We are in the new ID buzz, and they've brought it here for us to sample as the media, and it feels so cool to actually be wielding this electric cargo van. And of course, what VW has done is given it to us to just see how the market as well takes a liking to it and see if it would make financial viable sense for them to bring it here. But I really do hope they bring it here, because this thing is just fantastic. It's cute. It's just arguably goes back to the time of the T1, which was several decades ago. It pays homage to the legacy of the Kombi. And this, it's cute, it's futuristic, yes, it's electric. I know we don't have that robust boxer engine at the back, but we have this electric steed that just, it pays tribute to what was before from yesteryear. And it felt so nostalgic to be piloting one, because I remember as a kid when I used to go get ice cream and they used to come in this, a Kombi. So yes, before I get all excited and giddy as a kid, it just felt great. So yes, it's a charmer of note. It looks good, that boxy appearance. It's cute look. It doesn't look boring. It doesn't look like your typical cargo carrier. It's actually just a really charming, delightful steed for everyday commuting. And yes, you have a lot of storage, a lot of compartmentalization here. You have about 1,300 liters of capacity right in the back. So loading, if you have a flower business, if you have all that stuff, it's definitely perfect for you. And then, not to mention, you also do have a maximum payload of 680 kilograms, which is decent. Range wise, since it's an EV, you're getting about 425 kilometers claimed, but realistically 350 k's is what you can really get out of it. Charging it, seamless. Took about an hour at the Mall of Africa. Very quick, very seamless plug-in. They give us a charging card to charge, so as running costs is, I do suspect it's more expensive to charge at a fast charging station, but if you have it at home, it's a lot more cheaper. So anyways, apart from that whole noting about, inside is quite VW's DNA. Very simplistic, very well built, very functional. This new platform that they have for the infotainment screen, you'll see it a lot across on their whole new ID division, and of course newer models like the Tiguan, and not the Touareg, but the Tiguan is where I saw it. More things to note is that it's just simple. There's a switch to select your gear lever. Nothing really much fussy about. There is some safety systems on bay, like it brakes for you if you sense a collision, or if you're maneuvering about in a tight parking space, it brakes abruptly, which gets quite annoying sometimes. But anyways, apart from it, these seats are really durable, well built. Really ecstatic to be sharing this little stint with you. And it honestly, driving impressions and personality wise, it's a character for it. People see this thing on the road and they do a double take, because yes, of course, in South Africa our car culture is quite rife. We love BMWs, Audis, all the sports cars garner more attention. But this, when you pull up to let's say a car meet, or you're gonna charge it somewhere, people are almost curious to see, wow, this thing looks really nice, really cool in the metal. So that's the thing. And driving it day to day, it's quite a trooper. It's really enjoyable to drive. Moves quite nicely. Given its boxy proportions, you might find it lagging in agility here and there, but I can attest, since it is an EV, you get about 150 kilowatts and 310 newton meters of torque. So it is punchy. You put your foot down. As you can hear, there are things that are been thrown around in this whole thing, because I do have some items at the back. But it's punchy. You put your foot down. There's some modes to choose from. You got sport, you got eco, you got normal. So you just put that into fruition and you go. But apart from that, yes, my experience with the ID buzz has just been something that really made me appreciate cars a lot more. It's almost as if I don't want to give it back. I just want to use it for my own thing, and I just don't want to give it back. That's the thing with me. I want to keep it for myself. I don't want to give it back to VW because it's really it has so much character to it, and I quite like it for that fact. So yes, of course, if you want to read more on the ID buzz, and just, yeah, we are actually in the hustle and bustle of it, as you can see. I'm at the Mall of Africa. The ID buzz, and of course, it actually also does take me back to the time when I owned my Volkswagen Up, which was just something that was really cool. It's basic, but basic does get the job done. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching, guys. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more to come from the Wheels and Journeys channel. The ID buzz is quite a delight. Pricing hasn't been confirmed as yet, so this is just a tester for the market to see how it fares. But I can suspect if the transport is about 700,000 rand, it's gonna be expensive. That's the thing. That's, to me, quite expensive. So that's the only gripe I have for it. And yeah, but if you want to be retro, if you want to be different, if you're all about EVs, and if you need a business and you need something that can move around your flower business, this is it. I think the ID buzz really captures a lot of hearts, and please, Volkswagen, bring it here. Thank you so much. Please take care, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more to come on the Wheels and Journeys channel. Peace.